It's this shit. Watch football.
Mother. Can y'all hear me right now? Somebody say that you can hear me. I'm gonna have to change the settings. Hello? Can anyone hear me? Gloucester's in the house. No one can hear us. Oh, you hear me? Bad internet. No, the internet's good. We can't hear you. 2 balls. Dead air. Alright, hold on. Let me mess with this. Alright, can you hear me now?
Maybe.
Can I be heard?
Yeah, Nick.
Yeah, they can hear us now. See, that's what happens when you mess with the
Whole lot of
congestion.
ball.
Alright, let's turn
about
this
it.
fucking music down. Alright, Stevie Clack says they hear you live. You can't hear us. Can you hear Tree now? Tree, speak.
Hello.
Hello! That's from Seinfeld.
Hello, world.
Alright.
Terrible.
It sounds really weird is what they're saying. God damn it.
It sounds compressed. Like, you know what I mean?
Alright, hold on. Let me get rid of this audio input capture here. How come
See
every
what I
time
mean?
we do this?
Dumpster fire every time.
Yes. Yes, we can hear that man, that wonderful man. So, Hunziker says he can't make it, but now he's in on the stream. Is the echo gone?
Hunziker always like, he's probably doing it at work. He's always like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, they're saying there's an echo now. Motherfucker. Auto-tune. Spring roll. Sweet chariot. Alright, hold on. I don't know why we're getting echo. We shouldn't get echo.
I'm not getting an echo. I mean,
They're
I'm
saying
fine.
there's an echo.
Do you have the stream playing in the background?
I do not.
I'm
on break. Don't tell my other managers. Alright, is it still echoing? I hate this fucking set. I hate Macs for streaming. It's pathetic. It's pathetic.
Just get a real computer, not like that overpriced Mac shit.
It was perfect in the beginning. Y'all, they said they couldn't hear us in the beginning. Total dumpster fire. Alright, is it perfect now? Is it good? Somebody say nope. Sounds great. Okay, good. Alright, anyways. Football. We're going to talk about football tonight. God damn it. We're going to talk about... Here, let me turn the sound back up. Can you hear that? Can you hear the music too, you fuckers? Alright. There we go. The ugly bald man is back.
Oh, dear.
Alright.
Oh,
Never goes the
dear.
way we plan it because...
So much ball.
Yes, it's fine. Get on with the stream, goddammit.
Hall of Fame Stadium.
Yeah, you like that? It's quality. So we got a lot to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about football. We're going to talk a little bit more fucking football. And then some fucking football after that. And then college football. And then a little baseball. And then more football. So
Talk about baseball anymore?
yeah, well, you're a Pirates fan.
That'd
You
be
don't get
like
to talk
Cubs,
about it.
Yankees in
Yeah.
the World Series,
Uh-huh.
Red Sox, Cubs, or Red Sox, Dodgers.
That's
whatever.
right. Who cares about those teams that are acquiring trades and doing things, and my team, like the Mets, are just wallowing in the pits of despair?
It's because the Mets are fucked.
Yep. So anyways, we got the Hall of Fame game coming up, I think. We're going to be your full guide for the NFL schedule here. Because our friend is called Google right here, you know? NFL and important dates. So the first preseason game is going to be on 8-2, the Hall of Fame game between the Bears and the Ravens. I always think that the teams that have to play in the Hall of Fame game get fucked really hard because they have to play 5 preseason games.
Oh no, they have to play their prospects another game. Poor things.
They have to play the people they're going to cut for one extra game.
I know, right?
But allegedly...
Terrible. Just terrible.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, I want to talk about a little bit about what are the biggest stories coming into the season. I want to talk the futures odds a little bit here on who the Vegas thinks is going to win this thing. And then I want to talk about how gay Tree is. That's what I want to talk about. So, just making sure he's paying attention.
People paying attention?
Yeah.
Really?
All right. There's my excellent water. So, what is obviously you're a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. What would you say is the most intriguing story coming into this season for you? Because I got a couple.
Well, for the Steelers, it's going to be how much of a shit show or success going to become. Mostly, is it going to be a shit show? Because, you have the Le'Veon Bell drama, you have the Antonio Brown drama, you have the Big Ben drama, you have a defense that couldn't stop a lead pipe, and it's just like it's weird.
Yeah, for me as a Giants fan, what I see is Odell going to be able to play? Are all these moves that they made, trying to bring in a defense, and they got the offensive lineman, the Patriot or whatever his name is, and is Eli going to be any good? Is he going to put up some numbers in the twilight of his career? Can they make the playoffs just one more time? Can number 10.
You're looking at straight in the face of 7-9 or 8-8. That's the way I see it.
Yeah, but that's the problem. Go ahead.
Giants have done it before, though. Looked at 8-8 and then pulled the Super Bowl out of their ass. So it sounds about right.
Yeah, the year they went 11-5, they were surprisingly good, and it was like, oh, what the fuck? You guys decided to play football, and now, who knows what we're gonna get? Are we gonna get another 3-13, which I think is unacceptable? I figure, if they go 8-8, that cements Eli's mediocre legacy of Hall of Famedom.
Yep. Well, he's gonna get in because of his name. Let's face it.
Right.
And the rings. Yes.
To me, Big Ben is a much easier choice for the Hall of Fame because they'd be like, oh, he really never had a bad season, Yeah,
he has stats.
Yeah, he's got
those. And rings, even though he never really earned those rings. He was carried to them, but he still has those rings.
He's a tough motherfucker, that dude. All right. So, overall, though, when you look at what the biggest storyline is transcending our teams, I don't know what you can narrow it down to. I would think that, Tom Brady, this being possibly his last year, might be just the biggest story.
It's going to be so good to see the Patriots implode when it happens.
That would be the best story.
Everyone's just going to celebrate it. It's going to be beautiful. And they're going to have a really bad season and nobody's going to feel bad. We're just going to dance on their graves.
Do you think that's even possible, though? For them to have a bad season?
Remember, they were like the Jets before they got Belichick and Brady. They were mediocrity defined.
I was thinking about that today. The Patriots, over history, since 1985, have been a decent squad. I mean, they had Parcells take them to a Super Bowl. They had Drew Bledsoe. I mean, they haven't been just a shit show like Cleveland.
They were bad in the late 80s, early 90s, 70s, 60s. They were awful.
They were awful. That's the thing. People just forget. I was also trying to think about that today, that shit teams that became dynasties and then returned to being shit teams,
49ers after a while. They were bad for a long time.
Yeah. They were good.
Actually, technically twice.
Yeah.
They were a dynasty and then they went to shit. The Cowboys were pretty bad for a while.
Yeah.
Islanders, the Oilers.
The Mets of the 80s had the most temporary dynasty ever.
The Bears.
Yeah. They went from being shit to being unbelievably good to being shit and choking like fucking shit. You know?
Sounds about right.
The Bears have never had a dynasty. So
They had that 1 year, don't you remember? It's the epitome of a dynasty. Build the shrines to Ditka.
yeah, Ditka. Who do you
The
think would win?
Bears.
A hurricane or 50 mini Ditkas? 50 little Ditkas.
They're apparently coming back.
Uh-huh.
The Bears. They made the moves.
I'm gonna
The
take
Dickies.
Ditka. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bears.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're not gonna go through a season preview. Like I'd rather do that as we get closer on a channel that is monetized. I'm just fucking with you. But yeah, I'm thinking that right now we just talk about the odds heading into the season, what they look like, because when you look at these futures odds, you know you're waiting for the Patriots to implode. They are still the 7-1 favorites right now, today, on July 24th. And it's very rare that the future odd champion does not do at least somewhat better. So, what do you think of that?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Maybe.
Your prediction of implosion in Foxborough? I don't know if that's going to happen this year. Vegas knows what they're doing.
Well, it won't happen this year. It might happen down the line.
It could.
Gronk staying back has bought him like another year.
Yeah. Well, look at these odds, all right? You got New England at 7-1, Minnesota at 10-1, the defending champs, the Eagles, at 10-1, the Rams at 12-1, Steelers at 12-1. Who made these odds?
Have you seen their D? It's not good.
Yeah. I'm surprised they're giving the Jags 20-1 odds and the Steelers at 12-1.
They probably think that offense is going to be like, oh, Blake Bortles. It's like, meh.
Yeah, man, they made it. They were a couple downs away from the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
And they're now getting
They have the
20-1.
Texans at 20-1 and the Niners at 20-1.
Yeah.
Balls.
I like those odds on Jacksonville. They must know something. They must know that they're shit this year. They just don't count on Blake Bortles. Oh, you want to win with Blake Bortles? Uh-huh. The Falcons at 16-1. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Ballsy.
Uh-huh.
It's crazy.
That's crazy. Have you ever seen that skit with Tracy Morgan, Brian Fellows? I'm Brian Fellows.
Mm-hmm.
Look at everybody putting predictions in the chat already. Come on,
Oh,
man.
yeah, man.
It's July 24th. We ain't making no predictions. We're just looking
Not
at
yet.
odds. Big difference.
Gotta wait for all the injuries to happen.
That's right. You got to wait for
You know, there's going to be another injury or two happening or another scandal or two happening. Always.
Always. I think Le'Veon gets caught with a pound of bud. Just
I would laugh my ass off if that happens.
You would, and then you would think about, shit, who's going to run the damn ball? Who's his backup?
James Conner.
Who?
James Conner.
James Conner? Yeah.
The old pit back.
Yeah, remember John Connor from The Terminator? He was
The
a fullback.
Terminator.
Yeah. John Connor, come with me if you want to live. So James Conner is a pit running back?
Yep.
All right. I don't even
Pretty
know.
good at Pitt.
I don't know who Saquon.
Came back from cancer. Really good story.
Yeah? He beat cancer?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mark Herzlitz beat cancer.
Another good story.
So-
And he won, I think, a ring or two, didn't he?
He
I think
did
he won
win-
one ring.
Yes, he did. He did participate in the Super Bowl. Super Bowl 46.
Been more of a special teams guy, but still, great story.
Yeah, non-run. He can only stop the run as a middle linebacker. Pretty amazing that he cannot play pass coverage at all. I'm glad you beat cancer, but you just got torched on a little in route underneath every time.
Since the dude beat cancer, he doesn't have to beat anything else in coverage.
That's
That's all
true.
I'm saying.
That's true. He's
That's
like-
the ultimate. You shut down the ultimate weapon.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
Do you ever wonder these guys getting cancer at age, 22 might have something to do with what they're putting in their bodies? I don't know. It always smells funny to me. You know?
Just bad luck, I take it.
Bad luck that their steroids cause them to get cancer? I don't know. It seems fishy all the time. I'm not saying he did anything. You know, and then you can't criticize these people either. There's like, oh, you're going to criticize someone that beat cancer? Like, oh, well, maybe you shouldn't have been taking steroids.
That's the same thing they do with, like, Michael Oher. It's like, you're going to criticize Michael Oher, the guy on the blind side, even though he sucks and can't play tackle.
Right. He did win a ring, though. He did.
Well, it's the same thing with the Steelers and Alejandro Villanueva. It's like, you're going to criticize like an Army Ranger?
That's
fucking
true.
horrible human being. You hate America.
Right.
That's what's going to happen next year, probably.
That's right. You must be one of them fruity tooties. You must hate America. Uh-huh.
You must be taking a knee.
Right. Just go vote for Hillary.
Patriotic son of a bitch.
Uh-huh. That's right. This is America. You can't talk about Andre's villain, whatever his name is. That's an American hero right there. Can't even pronounce his last name. What is that? Mexican? We're going to report for our sensitivity training here. And since last week, everyone was giving me
We had
messages.
that coming for like 3 months. You know,
right? How come you haven't been sent to sensitivity training for Shercock? Like,
it's happening soon. I mean, people apparently come up on some of my older shit and they're like, what the fuck? This is horrible. I'm unsubscribing.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
You need to delete
whatever.
those videos.
Yeah.
Just like those
What?
old tweets. You, of all people, has talked about people going back and burning their old tweets. And you need to go delete a video of you saying Fagot 20 times in a row.
No. That was humor.
That's true. It's artistic integrity, right? So if you're a comedian...
Sherlock Holmes is an idea. It's not like mocking any particular person.
You know what I was thinking the other day? Is like you could make a period film so that you could mask your racism in history. You know? Like Blazing Saddles has some of the most hilarious racist jokes ever, but because it was in the 70s and they said it back in the 1800s, they could be racist. So you can just mask your racism with history.
To be fair, people will still bitch. People bitched about what's the name, The Hateful Eight.
Oh.
Even though that was based in the 1860s, they were throwing around like old epithets and racial slurs, and people were still bitching about that.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter.
You know, Leonardo DiCaprio got so uncomfortable saying the N-word acting around Samuel L. Jackson that Samuel L. Jackson had to tell him to shut the fuck up, and he was like, man, this is every day for us, so just freaking act. Anyways, people want to talk about sports, not the N-word. All right.
Of course.
So with these odds here...
This is the dumpster fire, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right. So if I had money to bet, if I was just an idiot that doesn't understand math, I would probably lay action on either the Jags at 20-1. That seems like a pretty good value bet. Or either the Eagles or the Vikings at 10-1. Those are I find a lot of value in those bets right there. Like,
I don't like the Vikings because they keep choking and they're going to find a way to blow it. They do this every year.
They got the Captain Kirk, man. They
had Brett Favre that one year and they still blew it.
Brett Favre. They got the Brett Favre.
It was really good that year.
Brett Favre. That's John Madden's fucking fuckboy.
I remember Green Bay flipped so much shit when they signed him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like, he's going to Vikings.
Right. And they were one Brett Favre interception away from the Super Bowl. And that was
Brett Favre.
Yeah.
And then Green Bay masturbated furiously.
They did. They just hard. You know what? I really can thank Brett Favre for Super Bowl 42 because he threw a couple picks to the Giants in that -80 game. And, yeah, thanks, Brett.
Yeah, like the old game winner, I remember.
Yeah,
because the fourth quarter, they were charging, and it was just like,
what are you doing? Right. Yeah, the Giants caught a lot of breaks on that run. And I'm willing to admit it. Like, a lot of times your team they catch some breaks, you know? Like when the Steelers won the...
You need some luck to win a championship.
What was it? The one where
Steelers won their Super Bowls. They didn't have to play New England.
Mhm.
Like the Jets and the Broncos.
Oh, remember what's his name? Jerome Bettis was going into the end zone, and
and then he fumbled the ball.
Uh-huh.
And then the shoestring tackle and their kicker Mike Vanderjagt choked, and it ruined his career.
Yep. You know what was funny was I think Nick Harper, the guy that recovered the fumble, he had been stabbed like a week earlier or something, and that's why he couldn't put the jukes on Ben Roethlisberger, and Roethlisberger literally caught his cleat with the edge of his fingernail. And
And then if that would happen, Jerome Bettis would be like a villain around here. Like he'd have to retire in shame.
Oh, we're getting some news feed here. Randolph Norbert says that Zach Britton is a New York Yankee.
I did see that. I didn't want to hear the return.
Mm-hmm. And there's going to be moves now, a lot of moves, but we're not talking baseball
It
yet.
looks like Dylan Tate, Josh Rogers, and Cody Carroll. Dylan Tate, I hear, is really good.
Yeah, these are prospects here. None of them are major leaguers.
Prospects, it's Baltimore. You need to.
I saw.
And for the Yankees, like that's a drop in the top for them, right?
Okay, yeah. Well, what is it? The Yankees, they've signed players, all-stars, and just not even played them. They're like, oh yeah, we don't need you. Fuck you.
Look at Boston. They just burned hundreds of millions on the Panda and Hanley Ramirez.
Yeah, that's right. Who's paying Hanley now? Nobody? Just them?
No, they're just paying him. Apparently, he's still free agent. People are looking at him, but it's like,
yeah,
somebody will pick him up.
He hasn't played in a month, and he sucks balls. Yeah. And then, but
They mostly got like a couple decent pitchers, but nothing too crazy.
It worked with Joey Bats, though. Joey Bats is productive, and he was on the scrap heap. So, I don't know.
Because it's the Mets. Everybody looks productive on the Mets in comparison to the Mets.
Yeah, the Mets. Oh, so Timmy Teebs broke his wrist.
Yep.
And
that sounds about right. And then Noah Syndergaard Thor, in the most Mets way possible, gets an injury usually described for 5-year-olds.
Yeah.
Hand or foot, hand, mouth syndrome, I think it is.
Isn't that the same thing as mad cow or something? Hand, foot?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm expecting somebody to be out with chicken pox in the next few weeks.
Yeah, I don't know the epidemiology of
Yep. And then your coach is going to be out with shingles because Mets.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Mickey Callaway will get shingles, and like we're all due to get. Did you have chicken pox when you were a kid?
Yep.
Yeah, me and you will have.
Apparently,
shingles.
they have vaccines now, so none of the kids get them.
No, so my kid had the vaccine and he still got them. I was like, what the freak? I was like, what are we paying you scientists to do? You just sit around in your lab coats and my kid still has chicken pox. You freaking losers.
Well, chicken pox wasn't bad. They were just itchy. You just got in some like an oatmeal bath. You chilled. You were able to get off school. It was good.
That's true. You get to chill for a whole week. They were itchy though. I had one like right on my eye, like right here.
Yeah,
so.
like you couldn't like itch them because like you're gonna get scars. It's like,
right. Yeah. Fuck
that's
you.
a '90s kid thing. Like,
Right.
You're like, oh, you remember when you had chicken pox?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was great when they're like, you're gonna get scars. Like I give a shit about a scar on my fucking elbow. This thing itches, asshole. Like fuck you. Anyways, so we were talking about football. So who would you lay money on with these odds?
Who would I lay money on? Let me take a look at this.
Oh yeah, I see. Family Guy. Johnny Manziel was already traded to the Alouettes.
Mm-hmm. Saints are a good bet for me.
Yeah, that's a value bet right there. It's 16
nice
to 1.
Bet. Texans, if they stay healthy, maybe.
That's funny.
Yeah, keyword is if
Watt.
they stay healthy. Deshaun Watson was looking good there for a while.
He is good. He is.
Chargers, I don't know. Like they have a nice D, but they always just find a way to just like blow it, like at the random times, or just get screwed over by like the league and its rules.
All right, someone isolate that sound bite right there. They have a nice D, and somehow they blow it. all the time.
Oh, of course.
Yes, they're always blowing that.
It's like the man from Nantucket.
Yeah.
You know that rule.
Something about a bucket, and then he said, "Fuck
Panthers aren't a bad bet. 33-1. It's pretty low.
Yeah, that's just like, all right, I'll bet $20 on this and see what happens. I can't believe they're giving the Giants better odds.
Pretty good in stretches.
Yeah.
Last year.
Perna's got to be upset. The Broncos are 33-1.
That depends if they get a quarterback. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's true. Who are they going to get? They got nobody. They had a chance.
Case Keenum.
Yeah.
The legend.
Case Keenum.
The Tennessee Patriots at 40-1. Said that last year, but you need Mariota to step up.
Yeah.
The Colts, if Andrew Luck is, he doesn't, break everything. The Cleveland Browns are the same odds as the Colts and the Buccaneers.
Yeah, the Browns have pretty good action right there.
Yeah.
For the Browns.
Ahead of the Bills, the Cards, the Bears, the Bengals, the Dolphins, the Skins, and the Jets.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so out of the 100-1 teams, which one do you think has the best chance of making the playoffs?
Ooh, that's a great question. I'm going to have to say the Bears. They made a couple moves.
Bears aren't a bad one.
Yeah, Jay Cutler.
Cardinals and then the Bears number 2.
Yeah, but oh gosh, they still have Trubisky. I forgot about
the Cardinals. They keep getting injured. That's their problem. They have a solid team if they don't get injured all the goddamn time, and if they get a quarterback. Like if Josh Rosen comes in and starts banging, I think they got a shot.
So
and a wild card berth at least.
So unlikely that a rookie quarterback, it's so rare that the year that Roethlisberger came in and they were 15-1 as a rookie, they were so good defensively. They were very complete. But when's the last time a rookie just took a team right to the playoffs? I mean, even Mariota, I think Andrew Luck did take his team to the playoffs. So we're talking about a number 1 overall, So
yeah, the thing with the Titans making the playoffs, the AFC South was a joke last year.
That's true. The AFC South might still be a joke this year.
They made it by default.
Yeah, they're like, oh, we got one more slot. Does anyone want it? Clearly, who else? Who had a chance to make it last year but didn't?
The Ravens and the Chargers. They both lost out on tiebreaker.
Yeah, they fucked up.
Remember, the Ravens, they blew it to the Bengals, thus, by proxy, allowing Marvin Lewis to keep the job.
Yes, and
that was hilarious.
That was. Andy Dalton, with nothing to play for, led a spectacular drive.
And then all of Buffalo is going to, build a shrine for him for eternity.
Right. They were just like, hey, can we PayPal you some money, Andy?
Best quarterback Buffalo has had since Jim Kelly.
Andy Dalton?
Yep.
Yeah. Followed closely by Tyrod Taylor, who is now the starter in Cleveland. Right?
Yep. And he's going to get fucked over like every other spot he's been in because he's a safe quarterback that doesn't do anything spectacular.
Uh-huh.
And they want to do something better every time.
Mm-hmm. They want to do something better every time. So, I don't think any of these 100-1 teams are going to fucking make the playoffs, to be honest with you.
Technically, what were the 100-1 teams last year? The Rams and the Jags.
Let's look at the futures for last year. 2017 NFL future.
Yeah, the Rams got to be down there. The Jags, the Bills. I would say Packers probably had to be really high, same as the Cowboys. Saints probably had to be middling down there.
This site is not right. Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Yeah. Projected win total 8.5, 9.5. Bills at 6.5. Yeah, they had the Oakland Raiders doing well.
Yeah, NFL football futures. I wish you could just scroll back 1 year. Jeez.
You probably have a historical archive.
I don't know. We're going to look at college football odds in a second here, but I can't tell. who the fucking odds. Now it's like a porn site. I'm stuck. I can't go back. Odds to win every division. Future. Yeah, it's all current. I don't want that. It's ridiculous. Can't even.
Well, those like NFL predictions. It's close.
Yeah.
Like yellow.
What is this shit? Yeah, the Niners and the Browns are at the bottom. They were thinking Dallas 10 wins.
Yeah, they had like New England at 11.5, Pittsburgh at 10.2, Kansas City 10, Green Bay at 10, Seattle at 10, Dallas at 9, Denver at 8.6, Arizona at 9. Crock of shit.
Crock of shit. Yeah, okay. OddsShark had their wins total. I guess you're looking at the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm looking at 538.
Yeah.
They had Cleveland at 4.7 wins.
They had the Bills at
5% chance of making the playoffs.
They had the Bills over at 6. They
Jacksonville at 5.9, Rams
Yep.
at 6 wins, Chargers at 6.3.
Boy, they had the Broncos at 8.5. That's insane. Colts at
Yep.
9. No, these are way off. Jacksonville.
Oakland Raiders at 8, Carolina at 8. Colts at 9. That was probably before Andrew Luck.
Oh, the Giants were
Eagles
at
at
9.
8. I wish the Eagles were at 8. Wouldn't have to deal with their cancer fan base, but
Yep.
what can you do?
Right.
Redskins will at least be down there for a while, and I hope so because fuck Dan Snyder.
Yeah.
Detroit, 8 wins. They're the epitome of 8 wins. Baltimore, another epitome of 8 wins. They're like the Detroit of the East, but they've won championships.
Uh-huh. I see a Tory right there. Fly La Tory. I have ligma. Why don't you lick my balls?
You would say, like, my
Yeah, lick,
old man.
lick
What are you
my
going to do? Like
balls.
the truffle shuffle next
you
to
want
the
to
dab?
You want to lick my balls, big bird?
You would do that,
You want to see my big
old
nutsack?
motherfucker.
Bitch ass motherfucker. What you say to me right now? That's right, Asian. Fuck you up, big boy. Alright, sorry. I will report the sensitivity training, but if you're Asian, you can make the Asian jokes. Alright. They're saying that, alright, we picked the Super Bowl winner. Who do you think the matchup is in the Super Bowl? Like, what does your money think? We're not making predictions. What does your money think?
If I had to go money now, I would say Los Angeles Rams versus shoot.
All right, so you're taking the Rams at 13-2 versus.
I'd probably say the Jags.
Jags. They're kind of the same team.
Yeah, I was
don't you
laying
think?
between Jags, Pats, and Steelers. Those are the 3.
Aren't the Rams and the Jags kind of the same team? You know?
Yep.
Good defense, questionable quarterback, and, shitty running backs. Well, I mean, I'm sorry, decent running backs in the Rams. Speaking of that, Todd Gurley got paid today, according to...
Yep, and Le'Veon Bell's going to be fuming.
Well, he turned down
because
the money.
he's not getting paid. Now he's going to ask for $16 million a year.
He should have asked for what were they offering him for?
14 mil for 5 years. I think the issue was with guaranteed money or something.
Oh yeah. Well, it's kind of true.
It's actually
man.
a good thing he didn't get signed, so now they can reallocate that money towards the D, which they need.
Yeah, they need the D. They need.
I mean, they still could pay him, but he's not going to show up till he can wait till week 10 and still be a free agent.
Yeah,
I can see Le'Veon doing that because he's Le'Veon.
He's coming into camp, dude. He's gonna work out and take a couple snaps. He's gonna have a good season, and he's gonna get paid. And
Well, somebody's going to pay him. Don't worry about that. I'm not worried about that.
well, they paid Adrian Peterson how long till the end of his contract? How many teams were willing to pick him up? And even though he was such a shadow of himself, you could see right through him. Like you just like, holy shit!
Because people wanted to sign him for the name value.
Yeah. That's hard. It's hard when a player just dies, like Sean Alexander when he died. You know?
Oh, yeah, he fell off a cliff.
Yeah. It was like, oh, I went from putting up 1,700 yards to not being able to get out of my own backfield. Like, like he was out there in a wheelchair. But I believe he broke his foot, right? And that was just the end of him.
Thing with running backs is they're so volatile.
Yeah, they are. They can just. They're like a.
Yeah, they gave him money too.
Yeah,
like, they paid him a lot of money.
They're like cryptocurrency.
At the end of his contract, like after 2005, that big year, 2006, he just plummeted. Mm-hmm. Like he went from 5.1 yards a carry to 3.6.
Damn.
And then after 2 years, he became a Redskin, and you know what happens there.
Mm-hmm. Football's retirement home.
Yep. Yeah. Dan Snyder was like, "Oh my God, he was good 1 year." It's like, yes.
Yes, let's sign him. Deion Sanders, Albert Hainsworth, Jeff George. Who else can we bring in here?
Andre Reed, Mark Carrier,
Leonard Little,
Antoine Randall L, Adam Archuleta.
London Fletcher he actually was.
I still think they signed Des Bryant.
Yeah, sure.
Because he wants to stay in the AFC East or the NFC East.
I can't believe Des Bryant doesn't have a contract. Yeah,
nope.
Nobody.
It's he wants to be with the Giants. Nope, you're going Redskins, buddy.
Yeah. We are gonna send you to hell, which is the Redskins. But I see if the Giants signed Brandon Marshall's sorry ass, why not bring Des Bryant's cancerous fucking carcinoma to the Giants?
Because Des Bryant can't catch anymore. When you're a cancer, you have a lot of less leeway. Look at Dwight Howard. He's on his fourth team in 4 years, and his career is probably going to end really prematurely because no one wants to deal with that locker room issue.
Yeah.
Unless you're a superstar.
Do you see his extended metaphor fucking tweet or whatever speech about how he learned, I went out and I became a rocket or some shit and it all taught me how to be a wizard? I'm like, yeah, you being a fucking locker room cancer is why you have 6 teams in the last 7 years, Dwight.
That sounds about Dwight Howard.
Yeah. Hold on, I want to read this. Hold on. Dwight Howard's...
Being fucked is all but a given. You know.
How do I find this? Analogies? Fucking Dwight Howard comments. Because now I have to read it for all you people that are on the stream right now because you probably know. Yeah, Wizard's joke. Here we go. Oh, it's plain. I don't want to hear the damn thing. Just give me the transcript. I spelled Howard wrong.
You know how it is. They're just going to give you the entire transcript and shit.
Hold on. Where's this stupid tweet? Where is this? Come on, it's in here. God damn it. It's so hard to find information in the day and age where everything is ready here. Where the fuck? Fucking Google is shit.
First world problems, man. First world problems.
Fucking Google is not worth it.
In a nutshell.
Google is shit. I'm telling you right now.
Would you rather deal with Bing?
What's Bing?
It's Microsoft search engine.
No, I'm being facetious.
Yeah, but Google is just it's the devil, but you unfortunately have to tolerate. Because it's Google. Throw you in a boiling, like a water pot, and they keep boiling the water till you're dead.
Oh, here it is. SB Nation had it. God damn it, I suck.
About his NBA journey.
Bing and Google Plus are 2 things we don't
Goddamn use. Google Plus.
Hey, it's going to be the next Facebook, this Google Plus, right?
Yeah, no one gives a shit about Google Plus.
All right, here's what he said. I learned magic for 8 years, went to La La Land, worked for a while with rockets, learned to fly with some hawks, got stung by the hornets, and it all taught me how to be a wizard.
That's pretty awful.
Fuck you, Dwight Howard. Seriously.
Yeah, you learned magic for 8 years by bitching and whining your way out.
Phil Michaels still uses...
Swept in the NBA Finals.
Yeah. All right, let's translate
this. You did go to La La Land because you were hyped to be the next great thing since Jesus over there, and you shat the bed.
All right, let's translate this tweet real quick. I learned Magic for 8 years. I got to one finals in 8 years and underperformed, and we should have won a championship. I went to La La Land where I sulked for 2 seasons and cried and didn't want to work because Kobe Bryant was on top of my ass. Worked for a while with Rockets. Yeah, that really worked out well. Fucking pissed everybody off. Only spent a year in his hometown with the Hawks.
And then they blew it up
Right,
and didn't want to deal with his ass.
Right, cussed out a fan for that shit. Got stung by the Hornets, was productive for the Hornets, and somehow thinks that he's, being cute there. And then it all taught me how to come to the Wizards, a franchise that fucking sucks shit. So there. That's my translation of that tweet.
Yeah, you're going to be like part of the chaos, just like John Wall bitching about everything over there.
Yeah. John Wall with this thing. When he does this when he scores. That to me is like the weakest little celebration. Look, I got like a midget arm. Kind of looks like midget fat hands,
That's some skinny fat right there.
Yeah, that's some fat hands right there.
Well, not skinny fat, but you know what it is. That's YouTube physique.
That's
all about editing and mouse clicking and
that's right. Look at this wrist. This is right hand JO power right here. This is just all time.
That's like it's like the one side's Goku and the other's like limp as hell.
Yeah, well, yeah. One side's Goku and the other side is that.
Yeah, it's that forearm, man. It's those forearm exercises.
Yeah, it's that new kid on the internet. You seen him? He's like super skinny. He's been making the cringeworthy rounds. That's my left arm, all weak and shit. Look at that.
No.
But this hand right here, that's muscle for you. That's YouTube physique.
It's like mouse clicking and editing and look at that gun, old man guns.
That's right. Did y'all get your tickets? To the fucking gun show. That's right.
Ladies, contain your orgasms from the baldness.
That's right. Ladies. What ladies? Who are watching? What ladies? Where?
I don't know.
There's one that lives in my house.
I'm just trying to be optimistic for your sake. Okay. Jesus Christ.
We don't have ladies watching the streams. Press F if you're a lady. All right. All right, let's talk college football futures. All right, these are pretty obvious here. Got Alabama at 2-1 for the Natty. Clemson at 9-2. Ohio State 8-1. Georgia 9-1. And Michigan sneaking in there at 14-1. I'm very surprised by that. Oh, lots of chicks here. This urinating tree seems kind of hot. Little deep voice, but as they say, just tuck it to the side. That's right.
Maybe it's a trap.
Right. Just close your eyes and tuck it to the side.
And as literally I say that, somebody says it in the comment.
Yeah, do traps count?
Some guy named Matthew and Robert, Sean.
Yep.
Sal.
Nate.
And those are some lady names right there, man.
Yeah, don't talk. We're not talking smack about your
Yenzer ladies, fucking Donnie.
Yeah. We're not talking about your Urban Meyer-led Buckeyes that I don't know how they're going to get any offense going there. But,
It's Urban Meyer. They'll find a way.
Yeah, Herb.
And Alabama always finds a way to pull it out of their ass.
They do. Alabama, I would say, I would take those odds at 2-1. You're going to double your investment. That's the best value bet. They're going to be there. They're going to
I'd like to see Pitt's odds. They'd be like 5,000 to 1.
There's not even a line for Pitt. Like, you can't.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I said 5,000 to 1. It's like, I want to bet like $20 on Pitt. They'll laugh in my face.
They're like, sir, you have to go to the degenerate gambling room where we'll take any bet. But it's a minimum bet of 1,000, right?
Oh, yeah. Rutgers will be a good one, too. It's like, yeah, I'll spend $1 on Rutgers.
Yeah. Look at these odds, right? Look at the bottom. They got Texas Tech in the pool. How do these teams have odds, right? Like Rutgers at 500.
They just throw like random shit there.
Right.
Rutgers at 500 to 1. They are there. Jesus.
Right, but how come there's no line on like Duke? Duke plays in the ACC,
Not even Duke. Like They don't have anyone on like USF or like Houston.
Yeah.
No Louisville or anything like that.
Where's Boise State on this, right? Yeah, Louisville, Bobby fucking Petrino.
Yeah.
Like,
Pittsburgh does have odds for the ACC, like 60-1. Don't be trash.
all right, okay, so they do break it out by conference.
Yep.
But they don't give natty predictions because they're like, Pitt, really? Okay. Why don't you just donate money? Why don't you just PayPal that 20 to us?
Yeah, exactly.
Is what the casinos are saying. Clemson is 1-2 odds on winning the ACC.
Oh, you bet $1, you get 2, or you get $1 for every 2 you bet.
No, you bet $2 to win 1. So you lay down
You're not even gonna. It's not even worth betting.
Right. So you lay 20, and you get 30 back minus the juice. So it'd be like $28, I think. Is your
$28?
Yeah.
It's not even worth betting.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, I want to earn a sandwich.
It's not bad if you bet $1 million on them. You know, like you.
Yeah, but if you lose, you're down $1 million.
Yeah, you're fucked hard. Somebody lost money that they bet on. Gosh, what was the huge upset recently? I forget. Fuck it. Georgia.
Leicester City.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Was it like World Cup?
No.
Did somebody bet money on Brazil?
Yeah.
Or Germany?
Yeah. Or somebody bet on the Warriors when they had a 3-1 lead. Yeah.
Oh.
Hey,
yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah. All right. Who has better odds? Alabama has 4-5 odds to win the SEC. So you bet $5 to win 4. That's better than 2-1 odds. Holy shit. Anybody else? Boise State, yeah. Nobody else really has crazy odds other than Alabama and Clemson to win their respected divisions. All right. What does your money say for college football? Central Michigan for sure. Mm-hmm. Who are you taking if you had $100
for the college football? I don't follow it super deep. Like I follow rudimentary. I just go anyone but Penn State because fuck Penn State. They're all arrogant pieces of shit.
Yeah. Happy Valley.
Yeah. Happy my taint.
Yeah. Happy Valley sounds like a euphemism for vagina. You know.
No, Happy Valley sounds like a Christian fundy re-education camp. That's what it sounds like to me.
Right.
Brainwashing center. It's like going to Happy Valley.
Yeah.
We're gonna learn about Christ and how Harry Potter is the devil.
That's right. My son's at Happy Valley this month. Caught him smoking weed. That's right. Mm-hmm. He's going to be there for at least 6 months until he gets re-educated and stops watching that movie Footloose. Mm-hmm. All right. If I had to bet, I'm going to take Alabama for sure.
Yeah, Alabama.
Why wouldn't you?
Tua Tagovailoa.
Yep.
I forgot. I probably butchered that fucking name.
What's that?
Tua Tagovailoa.
Tagovailoa. Yeah, Tito Tagovailoa.
Tua Tagovailoa.
Tua.
Auburn at 25-1. Next great quarterback.
Mm-hmm. He's going to be good. But I honestly...
He'll be a #1 draft pick and probably be fucked up by the Browns.
No. He is... You're going to see this year that the Natty was definitely not typical of him. And that Georgia really had no deep coverage. And...
Georgia, that's Georgia, man.
Yeah.
Atlanta sports in general just choke.
Yeah. They're all interrelated and there's...
Even their newfound soccer team. Find a way to choke.
Yeah. All right, we got 10 minutes left. I want to tell you, I went to the batting cage this weekend. Look at this bat right here. This was my high school bat. I gave it a fresh coat of paint. I put this new grip on it.
Ooh.
And about
big
10
bat.
swings into it, the top explodes. like this bat is done, and there's no way that Louisville makes the TPX lid anymore. Like this thing is just toast. Look at that, you see it right through the darn thing. Yeah, it's a little slugger. Little slugger. That's right.
Do you beat your child with it?
Yeah,
Is it
now
like one of those things? Are you going to be like Daddy 05?
Yeah, that's right.
Sounds like it.
I'm going to beat the kid for me forgetting him at wherever he is.
Sounds about right.
Like, Dad, you were supposed to pick me up from school.
I would have killed for some of those beatings when I was a kid.
What?
Just saying.
Were you an ignored child?
No, I was just an asshole.
Oh. And your parents let you get away with it?
Parents were too occupied with other shit.
Oh. Yeah. That explains a lot.
So what can you do?
Yeah, what can you do? All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I just want to do one quick thing before we get to wrapping up the show. I am so thrilled. I announced the Patreon here last week, and we already got, for me, 10.
You made some money on that,
Yeah. Yeah, $77, 10 patrons.
Not bad, sir.
Not bad. And I appreciate all of you. Let me read everybody's name here because you guys freaking rule.
There you go. Like, I got a few by proxy, too. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, that's nice. We got Kirk Fitzpatrick, Bilal Wright, Jacob Hunziger, who's going to appear on the show whenever we get him because he did the top tier of donation. Mustard Bus, as always. Oh, Ari Temkin joins us right now. Yeah, aren't we supposed to do a show, Temp, on Thursday?
Oh, he's killing it all right, man. He's killing it with a knife.
$77. That's right. Matthew Shover, which I appreciate, don't get me wrong. Adam Turek, Dominic Fercelli, Tyler McGrogan, Fly Lattori, appreciate it, and Highlight Heaven. So, thank you all very much. I'll put a link in there if y'all want to donate as well. And plus, I actually go on there and do shit for you guys. It is not a tip jar. It is.
I use it as a tip jar. You shame.
Okay. Well, you.
Because I feel uncomfortable doing anything else.
Right.
Sorry.
Right.
God.
Well, you don't want to put effort into things.
Oh, you shut up.
You shut up. You shut up.
No. Now you stop.
Stop it. Stop it. What the hell you say to me right now, Big Murray?
And Nintendo Wii, I don't. I'd be shocked if I did.
All right, let me put it in the link right here. Anyone want to
Plastering that
support
shit.
the 5-point gaming? Big boy.
5-point
Big
gay. Man.
Appreciate your Be Right. I do like Be Right. Because Ari is awesome. He's squatting here right now. Right now. What you say to me? Okay, little baseball. We were getting into it. Oh man, you know what we didn't talk about, which I do want to talk about, is Terrell Owens not giving the speech at the Hall of Fame. Like,
T.O.
Yeah.
Well, he was like, I don't want to do it in public, but I'll do it live in Chattanooga. But I'll probably do it in Chattanooga, like, before I post it on YouTube or something.
How does that guy always make it, on a day that's about him, how does he make it more about him?
Because it's T.O. You know this, man.
He's such a piece of
T.O. has
shit.
always been about his ego.
Right.
And that's what took him out of the league earlier than usual. He would still play it a few more years if it weren't for that toxic ego.
Yeah. Well, he still had a lot left in the I bet you could play right now. Sorry.
He wants to play right now.
I love it when those old fucking athletes are like, I can play right now. I'm like, no, you can't. You can play for one down. Maybe two.
T.O., if you still see him, he still looks like sculpted.
So he plays in the, what's
Like,
that shit basketball league, the USBL, and he dunks on people and shit.
Yeah, like I forgot he played in Cincinnati, too. He was with Ocho Cinco.
Oh, my God.
That one year. And the Bengals sucked.
Yeah. Oh, my God. I forget about T.O. at the end of his career.
Yeah, I remember he spent a year in Buffalo, but I thought that was it.
He did spend a year.
He had 72 receptions that year.
Dude, I'm telling you.
With the Cincy. Then Chad Ochocinco had 67.
Wow.
Then he went to New England and sucked.
Chad Ochocinco's another guy that Sean Alexander. He just died. Like, he used to be able to get open, and then the last couple of years, like, he couldn't even get open, and then he beat the shit out of his wife.
Yeah, that's what worries me about Antonio Brown sometimes.
He's still in the prime. He just passed 30. So, yeah.
Gotta be careful about that.
Yeah, he posted a montage today.
It's the thing with, like, wide receivers and running backs. They can just drop off a cliff.
That's true. Well, any athlete in the NFL, they take enough hits, enough wear and tear on that body, they break down. Father Time always wins.
Father Time is a fuck.
Yeah, he is a fuck. He's winning against me right now. He's kicking the shit out of me. Like,
I mean, it happens to all of us.
Yeah.
Father Time's being a bitch to me. Work's probably being a bitch to me.
Yeah.
Not the YouTube shit, but like YouTube's not a gerb. I'm talking about my real gerb.
Yeah, your real gerb. Well, it's a gerb for me. Holy shit. That's why I had to start a Patreon, because health insurance is so expensive.
Yeah, it's because it's about gerbs and that.
Yeah.
Fucking Cleveland.
Yep. There's guys that have, there's career guy and there's gerb guy, right? To steal.
You know it.
Fucking Colin Cowherd's line.
One talks about YouTube as a career.
Yeah.
In 5 years, you realize about a resume. It's like, so what have you been doing the last 5 years? It's like, yeah, I've been shit posting about sports on the internet. Get the
I've been
fuck
telling
out of
fart
here.
jokes.
Yeah.
You know? Uh-huh.
Yeah, but I was telling Spanos to gently caress himself.
That's right. I made
also
thoughtful.
Did you want to hear what my opinions on Pecorine?
Mm-hmm.
He's a reference.
Yes, he. I have a favorable opinion of Pecorino. You know, I would say I worked for Google for 5 years.
Right.
They took your job. How old is Urinating Tree? I don't even know. I think he's 50. Honestly, he's not that old. But look at that. Look,
I'm probably like.
So Big Nasty Savage.
As old as the stench of failure.
Right.
That's what I'll say.
I'm fermented. I'm however long it takes to ferment failure in a jar.
I'm an amalgamation of all the failed hopes and dreams of humanity everywhere.
That's right. I am an element that is receding at half its life if that element was just failure.
And it keeps breeding and growing.
That's right. And you can time eras off of it. Like, wow, that was an entire era of failure right there. It degrades at the same pace of failure.
Yep, I was fueled by the Detroit Tigers, the World Series ambitions.
Ugh. How did they blow it? They had Verlander and Scherzer on the same fucking lot and the same rotation.
And David Price.
And David Price.
Yeah, I forget who else they had. They had Anibal Sanchez.
Anibal Sanchez. Yes. What a pretty name. And then they had Joel Zamaya, who threw so hard his arm literally fell off. You know, like
sounds about right.
He threw a 104-mile-an-hour fastball, and then oh god, please talk about MXC. You mean Most Extreme Elimination Challenge? Is that what we're talking about? Sasuke? Is that what they call it? That was great. Oh, yes, I love MXC too. Is that what we're talking about? Most Extreme Elimination Challenge. Right? My favorite line from that show is when they say they had the mushroom growers or something as one team. And Takeshi's Castle. And one of the girls like fell off the rope and the announcer was like, "Oh, she eats shiitake on that attempt right there."
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I think it was who were the two? Guy Ledouche was one of them, right? And who did the voices on?
You follow entertainment. Demi Lovato had a hair.
Yeah, it's terrible because she has a really nice dumper. Like,
everyone likes to stick it in her pooper.
Yeah,
it's a shame.
Yeah, it
should like that should not be on heroin.
Right. people that have really nice butts should not do heroin because what if they die? And then we won't
James, bring back Super Chat. The thing is, we need to get eligible for it on this channel. You need like 1,000 subs and like 10,000 viewed hours or some shit. It's like YouTube made it harder to get a new channel sub.
We're really close, actually, on this channel. We are like 2 shows away from getting 4,000, and we're at 987 subs. So in 2 weeks, this channel is eligible for monetization, which is happening faster than I thought.
And then, your regular channel will be back to streaming again, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like as soon as that happens, but I think for the brand, it's better to have it over here on the Dumpster Fire. Plus, you as the co-host.
Then you can do real streams on your real channel.
Yes, and then we can split the money from this one here. Anyways, you know how it works. That's why we created this channel. Yeah, I know.
After YouTube takes their pillaging.
After they take their Shylock's pound of flesh from us. That's a Taming of the Shrew reference right there.
You know it.
Uneducated troglodytes.
Right.
Uh-huh. Who knew that? All they know is pecorine.
Troglodytes.
Yep. Have any of you kids read The Outsiders? Press F if you've read The Outsiders. Or actually, who's going to tell me who the main character in The Outsiders is? Who's still watching?
Patrick Swayze.
Patrick Swayze is not the main character.
Yeah, he's with the older brother.
Tom Cruise is the main character.
Well, they had a bunch of big character names. They had Swayze, Cruise, Emilio Estevez, Charlie Sheen, Rob Lowe.
Matt Dillon's in it. Ponyboy, that's right. Nathan Dewey. Ponyboy is the main character, played by who? Dead Air. Dead Air starred in that movie. And he was great. He was really great. You know what's funny is the main character was played by C. Thomas Howell. And he became jack shit after that movie. Even Ralph Macchio went on to play.
Dude, Ralph Macchio became the Karate Kid.
Right.
Don't talk shit about Ralph Macchio.
Yeah. He got to bang Elizabeth Shue. So, you can't talk shit about Ralph Macchio. And then he disappeared for 20 years and came back in Cobra Kai. But C. Thomas Howell...
He was in My Cousin Vinny.
He was. You know what C. Thomas Howell's best role after The Outsiders was? Soul Man.
Karate Kid Part 3.
No. Soul Man. Remember, C. Thomas Howell's the main character. He's, what's the name? God damn it. What was Steve Rogers? No. C. Thomas Howell. Cobra Kai is the shit. Yes, he was also in Entourage. What was the name of that role that he played? See, I'm the one fucking up. Yeah, he was Ponyboy. What was Ralph Macchio's character's name in Ponyboy?
Oh, no.
In Outsiders. I forget. I'm forgetting. Johnny Cade. That's right. My cousin. All right.
I said Johnny Cage for a second.
Yeah, I know.
The
Luke
Mortal
Cage.
Kombat character. Would have been hilarious.
Okay, it's getting late. We gotta wrap this
We're getting distracted now.
All right, we didn't talk.
Bring
much
on
for
that Jacob guy.
All right,
Bring on the Yenzer from Liberty.
Oh yeah, we gotta talk about next week as well. So I'm on vacation next week, but I will call in if you're gonna host on your channel. I
might have my own dumpster fire.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun. Might. Just let me know what day.
Yes, it's going to be burning with fire, and hopefully it won't suck. I won't get bogged down in those Snapchats.
I'll read the Snapchats for you. How about that? I'll monitor them. And then
I'll be like, hey, here's a Snapchat. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I couldn't even keep up.
It'll be
What
so
the
weird
fuck?
for me to run.
And I was like getting like updates on John Tavares like 15 minutes later. It's like, read your chat. It's like, I fucking can't.
I can't keep up. Stop with the Snapchats. Fuck.
Exactly.
Rob Manfred, please expand to Nashville. And that's not happening.
No.
No. All right. We're starting to die. Starting to run out of energy. An hour's too much work for free here. Do you have any parting shots?
What? I know. Such hard work.
I know. I'm working. That's right. Yes. I'm looking forward to it. So just text me and we'll see what we're doing with that.
Definitely. Where are you going anyway? So
I'm
people
going
can stalk
to
you.
a little place called Anna Maria Island, Florida. This will be the third time.
Right by Bradenton. There you go.
Yeah, and right north of or south of
You're going to
Bradenton.
be drunk as fuck.
I don't really drink, I'm not a drinker.
Oh, you're more a toke smoker.
No, I don't do that stuff. Come on, I got
no.
my kids and wife probably watching. I wouldn't do that stuff. Why would I do that? Anyway,
Say you smell. You just say you're smelling clothes.
Yeah, it's chemicals, dude. Chemicals.
Yeah, rosemary.
Uh-huh.
It's a herb.
Well,
Spice.
when you get old, you just start to smell weird. So, and that's how I smell now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just old. Yeah, I'm going to Anna Maria Island for the third time, and Florida man. Yeah, Florida man takes bath salts and attacks strangers and probably gets into arguments inside of a 7-Eleven and shoots somebody else. That's what Florida man does. No, it's good. I like that beach in Anna Maria Island because it's on the western side, so the sun sets, on the beach. Not like when you go to Ocean City, Maryland, and it's just a shit beach. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Tree's real name is Chris Letang, by the way. But it's...
Explain how much of a dumbass I am.
Mm-hmm. All right, any parting shots for the peanut gallery?
For the peanut gallery. I don't know. Everything's gay.
Everything's
really about it.
Gay.
I'm going to be re-educated in about a week.
At Happy Valley. That's right.
Yeah, I'm going to Christian re-education camp.
No one's re-educating you for using a gay slur at a Christian re-education camp. They are encouraging you to use more. Anyways, I had a friend once. I can't tell that joke. I'll tell it offline. Anyways, all right. I'm gonna wrap up the stream. I'm 5 Points Vids. And you made it.
And I'm some dude with a camera and some cross and the pictures of melons in the background.
Melons. All right.
Good old melons.
You made it to the end of this stream.